Welcome back to Talk the Walk with me, Sarah Wong. I'm with Dennis Ho, founder of biotech company ACC+. Thank you very much, Dennis, for speaking with us. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
We're talking about your company's initiative to donate 100,000 rapid testing kits to the homeless community in Sham Shui Po. And now I want to focus more on your company itself. I know that the name of your company is retrieved from the word acceleration, ACC acceleration, as you aspire to send products quickly to people who are in need, even who are in the most remote regions in the world. But you've encountered a fair amount of logistical challenges, like you said, due to the pandemic. I wonder, how do you intend to keep up with the spirit of acceleration during the hardships incurred by the pandemic?
Just because our company name is Acceleration, and that's why we try to foster the pandemic policies, the anti-pandemic policies to come to Hong Kong. So back in 2020, the first COVID case in Hong Kong, we just connect with the Taiwan factory and bring the Taiwan mask to Hong Kong. And we keep doing this business just for 2 years. And before it, we are doing the electronic goods supply. And why we choose to do the anti-pandemic products, we just wish to help people to bring more good products to the society. We didn't expect the COVID will last so long, and the cases keep upping, going up. And so this become our main business now. And so it's still the same as we first pondered. We try to accelerate all the process. We hope to foster all the products to come to Hong Kong, even though for the RAT case or even for other products like masks or even the face shield, the gloves, this kind of stuff.
Indeed, your company was founded in early 2020 when the COVID pandemic just started to engulf the world. Shall the outbreak come to an end? What does that mean for the survival of your business? Do you have a strategy post-pandemic?
For both post-pandemic, I think we don't afraid about the future because we still have other kind of business here. And as we are the trader, like a trader, we can also import another kind of stuff, other products that can fit people need. And of course, the mask industry, I think, even after the COVID, people may still need it. They will have more confidence to walk on street if they wear a mask. So the case is different compared with before COVID. People could like to use more often with masks. And even for the winter, come the flu season, they will just buy it and use it. So we don't afraid about the future, and we're quite optimistic about the future of our company.
Seems like your company is one of the very few which kind of thrived instead under the pressure of the pandemic. For those who are suffering under strict social distancing rules, COVID restrictions, businesses which may not succeed during this very difficult climate. Do you have any advice for your fellow entrepreneurs and business owners?
I think just feel the fall of the market. Just what I have told before, we are not professional in the mask industry before the pandemic, before the COVID. We could like to take the chance, or when the market they tell us we need the mask in Hong Kong, and then we start the business. So I will tell for others, maybe business owner or the entrepreneur, they will they can have some more to try some new industry, maybe to compensate their loss in other type of business.
Take a leap of faith, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I also know that you have a close partnership with manufacturers in Taiwan to produce face masks for Hong Kong customers here. Can you tell us what's the main factor driving this cross-strait partnership with Taiwan? And I also noticed your website sold masks based in Hong Kong and masks based in Taiwan as well. And I wonder what's the difference?
I can tell the production volume and the quantity that can provide by the Hong Kong factory and the Taiwan factory is quite a big difference. Taiwan factory got some more area and the factory is bigger, so that's why we can do what we promised, just accelerate the process that the mass come to Hong Kong. But if we just use the Hong Kong factory, they will have some limitation. The area is not enough, the warehouse size is not big enough. But for Taiwan factory, they can supply quite a large number in just few days. So this is the difference between Taiwan factory and the Hong Kong factory. And I can tell is that the Taiwan factory is quite flexible, and the distance between Hong Kong and Taiwan is not that far. They can just send the product in 2 days. So that's why I think Taiwan factory got the advantage and still working with them even after 2 years COVID time.
So you mentioned the difference in spatial capacities between factories in Taiwan and Hong Kong, and I wonder whether this is essentially one of the biggest weakness for Hong Kong's manufacturers industry, because as we know, we don't have enough room to conduct large-scale, massive manufacturing activity. So does that mean that Hong Kong's manufacturing industry will never take off like in any other places? And how would you overcome that obstacle?
For this question, I think in Hong Kong, the land expenses is quite different. It's really a big issue for every business owner when talking about manufacturing. So this is really hard for us to expand the factory size. This is one of the biggest issues that limit our ability. We will have so much constraint, and we will just think, oh, can we earn enough to support the rental? And so this is a long-term issue for Hong Kong production, manufacturing industry, I guess.
In the latest budget released by Financial Secretary Paul Chan, he's allocating more resources to boost Hong Kong's innovation and technology sector. That includes support for the development of health technology and biomedicine as well. Do you think that could help, especially during the pandemic?
I think this can, of course, no matter it's big or small, the scope is still can help the SME to develop more. If they have more capital or even they have more space and office, they can have more ability to develop the products, develop some new stuff to help the situation. So more is welcome from the government, I guess. Even though the support maybe take a long time to get, but still can increase the development.
Right, so space is the main issue here, no matter what other resources that the government is offering. Understood. And I understand that apart from the community outreach, like the rapid testing kits program to the homeless community in Sham Shui Po, you're also promoting other initiatives such as environmental friendly program, the global tree planting scheme. I wonder what is your mission and what has been inspiring that mission?
Yeah, beside of the donation of our tickets, why we choose to donate to pantries and also some global visions, because we think our company think we sold too much mask and it is not that eco-friendly, to be honest. So we
Right.
could like to bring out the awareness for people to understand, even though we are in this pandemic situation, we still need to care about our earth, our society. So not just donation to Hong Kong society group, the organization. We hope to bring this message to start from small, from us to tell people we still need to care about our earth.
Oh, here's an idea. Have you considered combining the environmental friendly initiative with your anti-epidemic products, such as maybe producing or trying to produce recyclable or environmental friendly face masks? Because while you are selling face masks, you're also promoting green initiatives such as the global tree planting program. That seems kind of contradictory.
Yeah, we have tried this before, but found that the data support is not enough because the filtration, and also the efficient of the mask will drop if we choose to do the environmental friendly mask. And it is just not as the R&D process takes so long for us to bring it out. So that's why we give up this plan. We hope to make it happen, but in this short period, maybe just this year, for us, it is hard for us to develop the team.
I see. Well, that's one of the programs that will need more government support and hope that we can get that. Thank you so much, Dennis Ho. He's the founder of the biotech company ACC Plus. Thank you for your time to speak to Talk the Walk today.
Thank you, Sarah.
We'll return next Saturday on HKIBC. I'm Sarah Wong. See you then, and good night.